Now this is the Airbus A340-300, the new one, the upcoming one for the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Yesterday I made a video about how good of an add-on it is. I mean, just hear the jet blades just clicking in the wind. And today we're gonna make this airplane suffer. Because, well, the Airbus A340-300 is known for mainly two things. It was a commercial failure for Airbus, with only 380 of these being built, most of which aren't flying around anymore. It's quite a rare catch nowadays. And I mean, it's obvious why it is. This plane was made in the 90s, back in the times where jet engines weren't as trustable as they are today, so you needed 4 of them, instead of today, 2 of them. And with 4 engines, you need a lot more fuel than with 2 engines, and that's why the plane failed. Talking about engines, this plane is also known for having quite weak ones. The CFM56, the same ones you would find on a 737 or an A320, but instead you have 4 of them. And I mean, look how tiny they are, and no, this airplane is definitely not sporty, and it is actually quite palpable. Here's an A340-300 apparently struggling to take off. Plane loses height immediately after takeoff, so it rotates right here, really struggles to do so, and then after that rotation, oh, there we go, it loses height again, and it actually takes off. That can't be good. That is not looking powerful at all. Slow climb out on the A340-300. Oh yeah, I can imagine when this airplane is full of people, you might actually struggle. And this video is actually quite hilarious. AirX. Is that from Twitter? Anyway, look at this. Airplane really does struggle to take off. Literally right before the runway ends. That is actually an insane sight. And it's not only noticeable that this airplane is quite slow, it's also on paper. In my opinion, it makes a bit of sense to, compare engine thrust to weight, a ratio. While, for example, the 777-200, which weighs 297 tons on maximum with almost 100,000 pounds of thrust, has a thrust to weight ratio of 0.29, and the A330-300 has a weight ratio of 0.27, the thrust to weight ratio on the A340 is merely 0.19. So that means when fully loaded, this airplane has a lot less power than the equivalent twin engine. It's also interesting to look at this chart right here, landing and takeoff length for heavy type aircraft. For takeoff, this airplane, the A340, needs 3,000 meters of runway, which is just as much as the Boeing 747-400, though you have to say the 747 weighs 100 tons more than the A340. We're really not talking about anything sporty here. So let me see what this airplane performs like, though it has the longest takeoff range of its class. I mean, this is an airliner airport, Gibraltar, with this rock right here. This is not a long runway. We can maybe load up the airplane all the way to a takeoff weight of 270 tons, which is the maximum it can weigh. And at Gibraltar, with its 1,700 meter long runway, it won't let us do this. It doesn't say it's safe. But maybe we can prove it wrong. The thing I'm gonna do is turn off the pad. Practically turn off the air conditioning because that draws quite a lot of performance of our engines. So let's maybe try this now. Full power into the engine, which by the way take a really long time to spool up, and it's quite hilarious. And this plane is super quiet. Yeah, and of course it doesn't like this because the parking brake is still set. Yes, we're doing a static takeoff. Full power on the engines and then release the brakes. Let's see how it moves. We are now as heavy as this airplane can be, and this plane does not like it. What in the world was that here? All right, there we go. 110 knots. That is like insanely slow, actually. 130 knots. Come on, airplane. You should be able to pull it off. Try to take... We're not making it. We are definitely not... We have killed ourselves. And that's actually really interesting. Because when you put the 787-10, for example, to round about the same takeoff weight, like 500,000 pounds, I promise you that this plane will do much better. Although we should all take that with a grain of salt. Like, it's just a flight sim, and, the models can suck a little bit. Let's go ahead and spool up those engines to 100%. Yeah. And release brakes now. Full power. I actually don't know if this is going to work. If it isn't going to work, then it's going to be actually quite embarrassing because I was trying to make a point here. Come on, please make it. Come on, with 100% of fuel, we can literally fly all around the world, and oh my god, the LODs of the Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 still suck. What is wrong with the landing gear now? Oh, it has completely disappeared. Anyway, look at this. We are gaining a lot more speed, a lot quicker in comparison to the A340. So, in terms of its weight, it can actually carry there is quite a bit of a difference there. Look, and this plane will have us rotate very happily. Actually, a little bit too happily. Why does it fly so well? But look, this airplane really doesn't struggle here at all, and that's very interesting. Let me try a little bit of a longer runway. Runway 4 left, 8,000 feet of Nice Côte d'Azur Airport. And here yet again, an interesting situation, because here the iPad also thinks you won't be able to make it, which is crazy because of course planes don't take off with maximum takeoff weight all the time. But come on, we gotta make it. This is not a necessarily short runway. Come on, full power. Once again, maximum takeoff weight. Yes, we have reached engine power. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake now. And yeah, really, I've never seen an airliner gain speed this slowly. I mean, it flies, just need a long runway. Come on. Mind you, this is a safe airspeed. It's a legal airspeed where the airplane could fly. Come on. Come on. Come on. 140 knots. You should be able to actually take off now. Come on, rotate, rotate, rotate. Yes, yes, you have done it. You have literally used all runways. And this, that's insane. And look at the climb performance we actually have. Landing gear up. And we are climbing at a hefty 1,500 feet per minute. I know, little propeller planes that climb faster than you, little A340, and that's pretty insane. So there we go. We figured out the shortest runway this airplane could operate at maximum weight is an 8,000 foot long runway 04 left, which is just insane. And look at this climb rate. It's not really looking good. Although you have to say they can really feel this airplane's malady to fly when it's fully loaded. Other than that, it's okay. It's just very, very sluggish indeed. Well, something else you'll figure with this plane is the engine's weakness of reverse thrust. When you go full reverse, we figured that out yesterday already. This airplane doesn't really reverse. Like there's like no proper reverse gear. Like it kind of slowly moves after a while. Actually, that's funny. It might be a flight simulator thing, but this thing does not move at all. That's actually hilarious. But in comparison to some other wide-body airplanes, the A340 has more landing gear. Also, this center one, which obviously have brakes as well. So this will be interesting. How fast does this airplane stop on maximum landing weight? Well, according to this chart, it's 2,000 meters, which is that's a lot. It's also as much as the 747-400, which weighs a lot more. So this could be interesting. And you know what? So I think it could be a very interesting challenge. How much runway does this airplane need for landing now? And maybe it's time to come back to Gibraltar, because it might work out now. Because stopping a plane is always easier than taking it off. So auto brakes is at max, which is good. We have our window open. I can't. Doesn't matter. We are as heavy as we are allowed to be on maximum landing weight. So this will be interesting. We're definitely going to be cooking some brakes here now, and this is kind of unrealistic because with airplanes, you have a lot of brakes that you would never use in real life, like the whole power of it, mainly because you would cook them and you'd need new ones and they'll be on fire. But let's bring this airplane to the max. And once again, Gibraltar, I mean, A320s fly here. This is like no Saba Island, you know. All right, we are a little bit fast, so I'm going to touch down a little quicker. No, that was not even that bad. Let's go ahead and stop full power into the stopping. And it might work. It might, yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's not even that bad. Hey, that was good. That's probably because we weigh a little bit less than the last time we flew this. 180 tons now. So, how about this 5,000 foot long run? What in the world is wrong with the water masking gear? Jesus. How about this 5,000 foot long runway? We are a little bit fast again. But you know what? Maybe this airplane just has poor engine performance. Takeoff. Hey, but it might brake well. And I guess that's very important too. All right, let's go do this. Why the hell are there 3 windsocks here? Good. That was a hard landing. So there we go. Let's take a look. We should be able to stop just fine. Look at that. Even though we are at maximum landing weight. Perfect. I don't worry. How about we empty out this airplane and try something interesting? I know that you know that I know what's coming. This is St. Barth. It's gonna go well. We're now flying this airplane on empty fuel, so it flies a lot funnier now. It flies a lot better. Maybe let's clear out the wind. We can fly this plane quite slowly now. All right, I believe in you, A340.
90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, let's stop it. Let's go full power to the reverse thrust. Wow, this airplane stops really quickly when it's like emptied out. That's actually pretty insane. All right. Maybe, you know what, we can maybe like doubt the realism here. Oh, we did a slight overrun. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, this airplane is interesting. Taking off bad while landing quick. This was an absolutely useless video and it helped you with no knowledge in the world. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, that dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.